Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to another episode, exciting episode, fun-filled episode of Two Brothers Farming on the St. Kale map. I think we're on episode 32 today. How crazy is that? 32. Woo-hoo-hoo. Make yourself a sandwich, make yourself a drink, and settle in for some good old-fashioned farming fun. With my brother Gutterball and I'm going to turn it over to him as I always do, and he's going to let you know what we got going on, and then we're going to split ways for a few minutes.
Right. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the video. I hope you enjoy it. Today we've got to finish harvesting the corn, baling that up. Then we're going to harvest some sorghum, bale that up. I'm selling eggs off the bat and some pig feed. Fury's going to take care of the baling and the harvesting while I'm doing that.
Perfect.
So are you ready?
Yep. And 3, 2, 1, and go.
Go.
We hit our turbo boots.
Go far.
We hit our turbo boots at the same time. That was pretty cool.
Right.
So how you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing great. And I really hope you're doing fantastic as usual. I'm going to grab some straw. I'm going to put this total mix ration. We are using our telehandler as a third tractor, just so we don't have to keep going back and forth with tractors. So how is everybody's?
We should get about 32,000 each trailer load for the eggs today.
Nice. So how is everybody's week been? It's been a fast week for us here. It's gone fast on the Two Brothers farm. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, I forgot. You can't turn very well with this thing, can you? The turning radius on it is not very good.
Right.
So, meanwhile, I've still got total mix ration, guys. I will get straw, I promise.
Oh, yeah, you can just take that and dump it right back in the silo, can't you?
Yep. There we go, and in there. And I can grab the straw right out of it. This is why we switched. And then we decided that we're going to keep one pile of bales, of silage bales. When they get fermented, I'm going to put them in here. So we have one pile, and that's it.
Crash counter 1. Man, I beat you this time.
Yeah. That's all right. I was up here doing donuts with the telehandler because I couldn't turn. Same thing.
And we're planning on putting down, we're hoping like $200,000 on the loan today.
Yes.
What we're hoping.
Oh, look at that environmental score. Woohoo!
Wow. Awesome.
Yep, we are going to do this. Might have to get a couple of buckets, so while he's doing that, I'm going to open this up down here. Down here. Because I think it takes 60,000 and I only put 24 in there. I don't know how much it's going to take. Let's see. Where are we? We got this nice little chart here. One more. We'll be ready to go. And she'll be full of straw. They can keep making manure, which goes for our fields. I'm going to get a... This thing turns like my Max 61 truck in Truck Sim. Love the truck, but man, those older trucks. And so what I did to simulate realism, kind of, I turned my force feedback like all the way up, so like there's no power steering. And it is because those older trucks, you know, they never had power steering. I mean, I don't know, but 1961, I don't think they did.
Nope, they didn't.
That's why most truckers had like Hulk Hogan arms by the time they were done.
They couldn't walk because they were on springs.
Yeah.
There was no air ride.
Oh,
no
man.
air ride in the seat.
So their hindquarters would be numb by like 2 miles. Okay, so remind me not to use the telehandler anymore for this very specific project.
Okay.
It works if you're just giving 1 or 2 loads, but she don't like to turn. And I think it's because I have the all steering on.
Right.
That's
right.
probably what I need to do is turn. There. Now it should work.
Oh, 17,000 for the pig feed.
Whew. Oh yeah, that was what we needed. I turned it to just front wheel steering, so now you can make sharp corners. There you go.
Yeah, so what Fury and I are planning on now, since the loan's finally getting down there at a decent amount, is we're wanting to get that paid off before we buy any more land. That way we can hopefully start buying 2, maybe 3 chunks of land at a time.
Yep. And then when we get done with that, we're going to have to... Oh, it still doesn't turn. Crash counter 1. She still don't turn.
Tied.
Huh. I think it's just because it's the... using a telehandler to drive a mixing wagon, which is, generally speaking, not something that you would do. I
can't say I've seen a farm do that yet, but we always have to be the first.
That's it. They may not do it in real life, but we can do it here because we're we're on top of things.
Because we're Fury and Gutterball.
That's it.
Do what we want.
That's it. We do what we want. But
our farm will do what we want.
Yeah, that should be the title of the video. Our farm will do what we want.
Right.
Can you imagine? That's great.
Alright.
There. Cows now have straw. And then I can go down and finish the corn harvest. I forgot I have my super speed on, so we're going to get down here in about 3 seconds. You can see where I left off, guys and gals. All right. Let me finish the corn. This is a nice corn header. Is this the one that folds? I forgot.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, that one only gave us a 0 environmental score. What did you just sell there?
I don't know. That was only $5, so.
Oh, that's probably why. $5. $5.
Is that one?
Episode 32. Holy crap. That's awesome.
I know. I'm loving it.
Me too. I was in a stream today.
And so is everybody else, because, man, our views are right back here at 70 again. I'm loving it.
Hopefully that gets fixed, if you know what I mean.
Right.
It will. I have all the faith in the world. But I was in a stream today watching fellow content creator. One of our family members here was live streaming, and I told him, episode 32, and neither one of us really have had a desire to leave. It's been fun. Been having a blast. We did upgrade one piece of equipment. We did that kind of off camera, but we did do it legit. We upgraded the bale loader from the small 8 one to the 24 one now, because we're starting to get a lot of bales. I did notice.
Yeah.
And we want to kind of still try to be efficient a little bit.
Yeah, we don't have time to be doing 900 trips.
Right. That's, yeah,
Straw.
exactly. Oh, man. Been a glorious week, though, this week. Thank you guys for all the views. Thank you guys for all the kind words. Thank you. For many of you who do not know and are new to the channel, we are a family fun channel. We don't curse. We don't swear. We don't talk politics. We keep that at the door. We try to stay as positive as we can. Yeah, I love it. Love it. Thank you guys for joining.
There it is.
What? Yeah? It's because...
Yeah.
It's because my brain works faster than what It's crazy. We're just a couple of older guys that love to play Farm Sim, and we're so happy that you guys join us on this journey. We love to laugh. We love to have a good time. We love to, rib each other quite a bit, but that's what brothers do, and that's what's awesome. And I'm glad that many of you have noticed that and have commented on that. And it's been great.
Yep.
You know?
That is kind of nice to hear when you
Yep.
hear that. Oh, you guys have such a good rapport, which I guess we take that for granted.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And
it's never dawned on me, but they're right.
I think I guess it's, it is really hard, I guess, to find somebody that you click with. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
right.
we just kind of always have. And we just kind of, you're right. I think a lot of times we just take it for granted.
Yep.
Just kind of happens, and we just kind of move on, and we're recording the next day.
That's normal to us.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to dump this into the silo, correct, for right now, right? And then I'm going to, it's supposed to go down to the factory. But I don't know.
The corn?
Yeah.
We can always get that, because we got plenty in there right now.
Yep. And then I've got to take a load of the manure and keep the factory going here of our fertilizer. Let's see how much we got. Oh, yeah, we got 45,000 liters of solid fertilizer. Which
that thing's awesome. I love that factory.
Which we talked about. Whoa, I'm on slippery mode. Crash counter number 2. 222. But once again, like I said, for those of you who are new, we don't call our subscribers. We call you guys family members. Because after all, we treat you guys like family, and you know a lot about us, and we don't know that much about you, which is pretty much a typical family.
Right.
But I started that a long time ago because I just think it's kind of, oh wow, 1736 environmental score. That's crazy. I just think it's a lot of times when you call people subscribers, I think it lends a little more negativity to it.
Right.
It's more like a manufactured thing. I think just family sounds better because we're all a giant family. I think it's great.
Yeah, and we're getting a few more people that's commenting and getting to know them, and that's kind of like the immediate family. Which reminds me, if you happen to have an extra 99 cents, go ahead and join the immediate family channel. It's only 99 cents a month.
And it does help the channel a great deal.
Yes, it does. Same thing with likes.
Yep.
We need that like button smashed a lot more.
Yep.
Which I'm guilty of that. I'll watch our video and totally forget to hit that like button.
Yeah, they give me the option to like it too, which I always laugh. That's why I usually never do it. Because I'm like, of course I like my own videos.
I'll be honest, there's been times where I'm like, I'm going to throw a dislike in there. I want to see just what he does.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it's I don't know, but I think it messes up some stuff, I think. I'm not quite sure.
That's another reason why I don't, is like, watch, it'll totally screw everything up.
I'm just thankful every single day to be able to do what I do for you guys, for the channel. I'm really, really thankful that, I met Gutterball. I'm also really thankful that I can, bail my straw at 19 miles an hour. Which is not realistic, by the way, guys. So I'm just doing it today to get caught up. But no, I wake up every day, and for those of you out there that believe in higher power, I do. I just thank people that I'm really grateful for everybody that comes and watches, even if it's only one of you. I'm very, very happy that you come. And every day, Gutterball and I, we read the comments, and sometimes we're busy. We're not going to lie. That's one thing we don't do, is we don't lie on this channel. And we tell you that a lot of times, like Gutterball's been putting in a ton of hours this week, so we haven't been able to read some of the comments. And I've got a third-degree sunburn that I've had to deal with from, my outside endeavors of real-life farming. But at least I was wearing a tank top, and at least I've got a farmer burn now, which is good. But yeah, I'm just, we're grateful, and we do get the comments, we do get to them, and we do read them, and that's why you guys every once in a while will see an influx. If we're busy, super busy with like real life stuff, all of a sudden you'll see, like, one day you guys will go on and you'll see a whole bunch of comments from us, a whole bunch of responses, because we're trying to catch up. But we do, and I will say this faithfully, we do read them every day. Yes, so you guys are not going unnoticed, and we just thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. bottom of our hearts. This isn't just my series. This is Gutterball series as well. So we thank you guys, and we just, we love to do what we do. And I'm glad. We just make farm sim videos. I occasionally will throw a couple other games in there, but it's been a long time, hasn't it, since I've done that?
Yeah. I don't think you've done that since I've been a member of the channel.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute since I've done a Skyrim video, or a lot of it is because you have to switch OBS Streamlabs. Like, you have to switch games, and I'm like too lazy. I guess the best word to say it. It's just
okay.
It's just as easy with Farm Sim where I can just turn it on and it's already set up, and I can go.
Right.
But once again, that's just an excuse, and you never should make excuses. But we like to talk about our families. We like to talk about. We like to have stories. We like to do that. So thank you guys for coming in and being new to the channel for many of you guys, and thank you for deciding to join the Fury Machine Gaming and Gutterball channel, because it's basically ours. Oh, at least the two brothers is, anyways. But yeah, we appreciate it. We really do.
And if you're new, hang around. You'll see just how much we joke around and have a good time on here.
Yep. It's amazing. I've had people say, "Wow, you guys really do love each other," and I said, "Yeah, we do. We don't always tell each other that every day, but that's okay. We do. We do.
Right.
You guys don't see the behind the scenes. We do, and that's what family's all about. But we've all been guilty of all kinds of things in the world, and we just try to be the better version of ourselves than we were yesterday. That's all we can do.
Right.
You watch. I got this bigger baler, picker-upper, bale loader, and I'm only going to have 8 bales. That's funny.
That would be our luck.
That's great. I do like this big. Now, this is the one that slides off the back, correct?
Yeah, I believe. Which would make it easier to put it in the cow barn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is like, but I don't want to have too many bales out there for the fact that. And anyways, guys, so if you guys notice up in the right-hand corner, we only got a couple more months and we will start. No, we're into year 2, right? No, we'll start year 3 because we're into year 2 now, right? Because August to August was a year, and then the second August we'll be starting year 3. That's why we probably should.
Well, yeah, because we're at 32 videos, which would be 32 months. So yeah. Wow, we are almost a year
3. Yeah, a couple more months, and we will literally be a couple more episodes, and we'll be starting year 3. Everybody.
We're going to be living on this map.
I know. You guys are awesome. And what we try to do, guys, is when we get close to a series ending, we give you guys the opportunity to vote. And that's and this goes out to the new people. Most of you guys have been here for a long time, and you guys know how it is. Many of you continue to vote, which is great. Like, we had almost 60% of you last time say, stay right here. And so we did.
Right.
So we're going to...
That surprised me. It really did. I thought for sure people would be wanting us to move on to something else.
I love the fact of people know us too well, and they know when we're having a good time. All right, so that's baled. That's done. Grab a trailer. Sounds like real life, doesn't it? Oh, you're harvesting already?
Yep.
Wait. Do you want me to grab a baler or bring a trailer to you? Yeah, but let me grab a trailer. And then I'll take the manure over, right? Is that what we're using, the manure to make fertilizer, right?
Yeah.
Because now, question, what did we just... Oh, here's all the corn. Yay, baby. All right, I'll run this down first. Did we decide we're not going to use manure or slurry on the fields anymore, correct? We're using regular fertilizer. Now, do we have a fertilizer sprayer, or are we just going to put it into our seeder?
I'd say just put it in a seeder.
Right, which would save us some money.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. Well, more pig food.
So we got to put that other factory in then, too, sometime for the slurry, since we're not going to be using that.
Yep. But then we'll have an overabundance of fertilizer, which is fine. We will never have to buy it again.
Well, we'll sell it too.
Yeah. We have the sell point right there for it.
Just we're in the sell mood.
Nah.
Right now.
Sometimes. But you guys know, well, like I said, a lot of this video is addressing the newer members, newer family members, because many of you don't know how it really works, and you're new, and you're still trying to find your way on the channel. And so I wanted to take at least one video and explain kind of how our channel works, how we roll, and next time you guys will know. You'll be all pros.
Right.
Great. Yeah, you're right. I think it does. It's easier to load the bales into the silo with that big one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I was gonna. How full are you? 856. All right, I got 2 seconds here. I'm gonna take the manure and load it into the factory. We'll do the. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I ain't that far from the silo anyway, bud.
Yeah, it's true. That's very true. But still,
to.
I like to. You know, what we like to do here on this channel is we play realistic-ish to a point, because there may be times we do use auto-load trailers and things like that. So there was a time when we were super realistic, but you know what? You don't always have to play strict realistic. It's all about having fun and all about having fun. So I just said that twice.
Now, the one thing we don't do realistic is the tractor speeds. We do game whatever game speeds are there.
But we are very precise on the realistic as far as what needs to be done on the field. We are running a no-till farm here, so we don't even use a cultivator. We basically just start the field right back over the next day. We have a direct drill so that we literally can go right into the next cycle. There's that. This is going to be 47,000 more. That's crazy. Yep. I don't know if the sorghum will taste good after this manure's been in here, but it'll be all right.
Wash it out real quick.
We don't have to eat it.
Right.
It's only for the chickens.
It goes to the chickens, so it goes in, comes right back out anyway.
100%. 100%. But eventually, now we don't, like I said, we don't have to do that today with the second factory, but we made room over here for it. But yeah, I would, because we really want to get this loan paid off, guys. We're really working hard at it.
Well, we definitely can make a $200,000 one today.
I am going to stop over here, take a few seconds, and spray this out, because we do want to represent. You would never want to put sorghum into something you just had manure in.
Right.
We're going to kind of simulate that we're washing this. Well, let me jump with
No,
this.
because that could be costly, because then tomorrow when we walk in the chicken barn, they could be dead.
Yeah, it's true. There, we'll just kind of simulate that we're spraying it out.
$60,000 a month that we're losing. Oh, no.
You know, for those of you who ask, a lot of times some of our newer viewers, some of our older viewers ask us what the most profitable animal is. And I'm going to say without a shadow of a doubt, it's chickens. And the reason why I say that is because they're very easy to feed. They don't eat a lot, and they make you a lot of money in eggs. And that we just look at what just happened. Gutterball sold them, and what'd you end up making? Like 60,000,
64,000 altogether
in one day for 2,400 chickens. We made $64,000. Now, if you had 5,000, you'd make well over $100,000 a day. Now, can you make that much with cows? Absolutely. But they take so much food. Chickens, you can throw wheat, sorghum, barley in there and make yourself a lot of money. Quick. Get out of your way. Grab the baler, and I'll start baling up this straw. Remember, for wasn't it like 2 or 3 episodes ago, we were struggling on straw?
Uh-huh.
And now we've got
I told you.
much. Yeah.
We were hurting for What, silage? We got caught up on that. Then we got behind on the straw. Now we got caught up on that. What's next?
I'm loving it. It's just like those worries as a normal farmer, like, oh my gosh, we're going to run out of straw. Yep. And then you get, towards the end, you get so much that you don't know what to do with it all.
Yeah, then you're buried in it.
Yep.
Like, where are we going to put it? Where are we going to put it?
So
oh, crap, now we need hay. Well,
yep.
Which is about, we just said that before we recorded.
Yep.
Now we're going to start getting caught up on hay.
Yep. It's awesome. It's the fun of being a farmer. Oh, and just to let you guys know that love this map like we do, this silo is a multi-fruit silo. I found that out, what was it, last episode or the episode before? You can actually dump everything in here except you can't put fertilizer and you can't put lime, and what else can't you put? Seeds, right? You can't put those 3 things in there.
Yeah.
But everything else you can dump in here. So I wanted to let you guys know that you can dump multi-fruit stuff in here, which is absolutely epic. Because I did wood chips once to test it. It's pretty much all the odd stuff that you don't think you can do.
Boy, I could watch a whole episode of Two Brothers by the time this thing unloads.
That's true. You know, for those of you guys who need to get caught yourself up on all the Two Brother videos, trust me, I go back and watch them just to laugh. Like, literally, I find myself laughing. I am going to slow this down because I just think...
I use them in the morning to help keep me awake in the truck while I'm driving down the road.
Yeah.
Keep me laughing.
Yep. It is, and it's some of them I'm like, where did we come up with that? And it's just, I laugh hysterically. Thinking
I just shake my head sometimes. Yep. It's like, wow.
Like, you just think to yourself if I was a new viewer, where does this guy, like, where did he learn this stuff from? Crazy. Love it. Oh, we got greatness. Greatness happening.
So we've got to get this field worked up and all, and
yes,
replanted right away, right?
Yes, so it stays in the rotation. Because what we try to do, everybody, is we try to get a rotation so that we have a sorghum field pretty much ready every day, every month. And we have a corn field. Now, the corn's a little rough because right now we only have 2 fields for corn. And so they take 6 months or 7 months to grow. So right. You literally, we're about 3 months in between of those. But the only thing the corn is going for is making pig food. So that's literally it. There. I had to slow down the speed. That 20 miles an hour was like fast farming. Drive me nuts. I do like the look of the sorghum. It's like orange.
I know.
Which reminds me, I have not checked. You guys know how it works. Gonna lose the game sounds, but you're not gonna lose me. I want to make sure that I am recording, and yes, I am. And yes, we are. I almost forgot to check. You guys that watch my videos for any length of time will realize I check every video because Fury's been caught on that many times where you get done after an hour, you save the game, and you forgot to hit record. So you literally are now, and then after you do that, now you're in the next day, you're like, oopa. Oh, it's great. But yep, I just wanted to make sure that I took at least one episode to address the new people and tell you guys, thank you and let you know how it was working. And then, like I said earlier, you guys will all be old pros after today. You guys will know how it works, all our terminologies, how we work, how we roll. And we hope you guys tell your friends and your family to come see us. It's a channel that I can guarantee you don't have to worry about your kids watching it because you're not going to get any curse words. You're not going to get any politics being talked. We all have our own opinions on that, but we leave it off the channel. We do that on purpose. And we just try to be as fun as we can and have a lot of fun, but we don't. You guys can let your kids watch, and that's what's exciting to me. Yep. Many of us, we've seen all the bad things about it. We don't talk about that stuff here. We definitely don't. We definitely keep to ourselves. Hasn't always been that way, but Fury's learning. I'm working on it. I'm promising. You got anything?
And you'll learn too, you know, the more active you are, like in the comments and stuff, you'll get shout outs.
Yep.
Once we get to know you, we have no problem answering questions or giving advice, or you can get a hold of us. Once we get to know you, you can get a hold of us. We'll give you ways that you can contact us if you need help with anything. That's why we call you guys family members, because once we get to know you, we treat you just like a family member.
100%. Yep, and many times I will be helping somebody at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Just ask them. Ask all our family members who've been here before, and they know. You guys can always message me once you get a hold of it. Once you get up here and you get used to it, and you're all part of the family, and everybody knows you, then I'll start giving out my personal stuff like my Steam account, all that thing, and you can message me right on there. It's absolutely epic. It's great.
Yeah, I have your name up every day, all day long, because I never know when I'm going to get a hold of you or you get a hold of me.
I think you turn your own name off so that I just see you sleeping. That's all it shows to me. It's the little
I'm always sleeping.
Every time I sign on, I'm like, wonder what he's doing. Like, I start getting worried. I'm not going to lie. Like, I know that you're having a long week. I mean, like, we'll tell our family members, you know, we do things outside of this. You know, I am not a real life farmer, but I am working on a farm. I grew up over 30 years in the farming business. My dad had a farm. I grew up on a farm. But now I am helping because I'm older now. I don't need to run the farm. And Gutterball works a real job too. So I get worried. I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm like, okay, is he okay? Is he driving okay? Is everything okay? And I'm like, especially if I go like 3 or 4 days without hearing from you, then I'm like, it's been a long week. You okay? Everything good? And he'll do the same to me. Like, he'll be like, yep, dude, you've been quiet this week. Everything good? And I'm like, yeah, usually I'm just sleeping. That's usually what happens with me. It's just, you know, we're both busy outside of Farm Sim, but it's a great thing. But like, what was it? When did I message you? Was it? Oh, it's today, wasn't it?
Today,
and I said, everything good? You're quiet. Everybody, you okay? And you're like, yeah. And I knew that you were super tired because when you texted me back, you literally had all your words together. It was like, I'm awesome, but it was all one word. And I said, he does speak Fury, because that's usually the way I type. It was great.
Like I told you, I had a lot of hours, many miles this week.
Say that I missed the first part. You said a lot of, what was it? A lot of work?
A lot of hours and not many miles.
Oh. So what does that mean?
Sitting.
Oh, a lot of sitting. Okay. So I was like, what does that mean?
Yep. So and that wears me out more than what the miles do.
So basically, like, you get to a place where you're ready to load and you have to wait for them.
Yeah.
Oh, that could be a biggest pain in the butt.
One day I had to unload at one place, load at another place, and then I had a total of 8.5 hours of set time between the two.
Wow. So no wonder you like to watch the videos.
Yeah, because I'm in a day cab. I don't have a sleeper, so I can't sleep while I'm sitting there.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Or normally you just curl up in the back and go to sleep for a while.
Right.
Well, that's terrible. So that makes it for long days.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
right.
So. But we try to contact each other at least, I'd say, minimum of twice a week. But I try to respect also, because my job is early in the morning. So when I help on the farm, I have to be there at like 4:30 in the morning, or be in the milking parlor by 4:30, and I'm done by what, like 6:30 usually. What time do I usually message? Like, I'll go on and
between 5, right around 5, 6:30 somewhere.
Yeah. So I'm usually in and out in like 2 hours tops. You know, so then the rest of the day I can, you know, take a nap. But lately we've been building stuff on the farm, and we had to rebuild a heifer barn. Well, not rebuild. We built a heifer barn. We had to redo the water trough today. And not by choice, everybody. That stinking cow didn't help out a little bit. We had a heifer that was probably just a little over a year. And she's still very, very young. And she sat on a water trough and burst it. Just crazy. You think to yourself, yeah. about that.
Well, it's just a couple 100 pounds. I
Yeah.
can't believe she broke that.
Yeah. More like 1,000 if you're lucky. Jeez. And I thought I was a big guy. It's crazy. And then I found out we got to order one online because all my local stores, I was telling Gutterball off camera, that all my local stores around here didn't have any. So I had to kind of build a self-made one, which is, it only holds about maybe 50 to 100 gallons, but I made it so that it was kind of self-watering, which is kind of neat. But they, the new actual water trough, you had to order it, and it's going to cost, $2,000 or $3,000. So those are all costs of, the farming business, I guess.
That people don't see.
Yeah. And we just, like that heifer barn, dude, $240,000 for this thing. Wow. It was crazy because it has the, once you get it, like, I could have probably built it for about $80,000 if it was just the building, just
right.
80 to 100,000 if it was just like a shell. But when you get into having stalls in it and feeding stuff and conveyor belt, because we feed all of our cows on the farm with an automatic conveyor. You mix up the total mix ration and you dump it into a thing, and then automatically takes it and goes across their head, drops it in their trough. We also feed the younger ones like straight into their trough too, so we do both.
Okay.
So I know because my granddaughter comes and she's been learning about farming and she likes to dump it on their head, so she gets a kick out of it. But you're talking a girl that, I don't care what anybody says out there. We definitely don't have any prejudice against anybody on this channel, that's for sure. And my granddaughter's learning disabled, and she's taken a liking to this farming, and she's learned how to drive a skid loader and a front loader and a mixing wagon. And so anybody, that's what I love about this farming business. It's fun. If you take an interest in it, it can be fun.
Right.
For me, I've been doing it so many years now that it's just like, oh, really? I don't want to do this anymore.
That's how I am about trucks.
Yeah, you've been doing that over 20 years now. 27, actually.
27 years.
27 years now.
Almost 28.
That's crazy. People don't realize that's a lifetime.
Yeah, wife and I were talking about that the other day. I was like, man, I got 10 more years.
I know. Till you can get to Fury's age.
Which will give me, 38 years, or 39 years. She goes, no. She goes, you'll stay out there.
Oh, yeah.
You have a steady 40.
Oh, yeah.
I know I will.
And, they're teaching... the local grocery store manager taught my granddaughter, took her right in the back room of the grocery store and taught her how the trucks come. And, without our truckers, we're nothing, in this society because, you guys bring everything. What am I doing now? Oh, lime, right? Or wait, are you on that? You're probably on it, knowing you.
Not yet. I'm just dropping the trailer right now. I dumped the sorghum.
So I'll do lime, and then you can do fertilizer and seed, and I think we're done, right? At that point, right?
Right.
So it'll save us a
look
step.
how quick that is now that we cut all them steps out. Wow.
Yeah. See, I got all the bales. That's what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah.
That's why, like, right before we hit record, I said, hey, do you want to upgrade this? Because we had the little 8 baler, the one that holds the 8 ones, and now we can hold 24 bales, and it's like, ooh, this is nice.
Right. Yeah, I used to challenge people all the time to name me one thing in your house or that you use every day that has not been in a truck, in a semi.
And you can't. Because even right on down to the milk that you get from your store gets actually not only delivered on a truck from the dairy, or not the dairy, the place that they make the milk, process it and stuff. But think about this. It gets picked up at the local farm from a semi-truck, too.
Yep.
So we have a giant semi...
I mean, I've had people say stuff like, well, water, because I have a well. Okay, how's it get from the well to the house? Pipes. How's the pipes got there?
Yep.
Truck.
Yep, and not only that, but all the stones and stuff to line your well with. You don't just have a hole.
Right.
They put pipes and all that stuff was brought. Well, in fact, if you think about technicality, how do you think that well was dug? With a truck?
Right.
So,
yeah, very expensive.
Yeah, it is.
We had to get a new one about 10 years ago, I think it was. So we had to get a new one.
Yeah, we went when we first moved on the farm, which was now probably, close to 40 years ago now. That I've been in this farm, because when my dad passed away, my mom didn't want to keep the farm anymore, so she rented it to a local guy. Well, he's not local. He originally lives like 40 miles from here, but to me that's local. As a farmer, that's local. And his name is John. You'll hear me talk about him all the time. He actually owns and runs the farm now, and he pays my mom rent for the farm. It's basically called the contract farmers around where I'm at. And he runs it. He uses all of our equipment, all of our stuff I grew up using. He uses it. So, and he has his own, and he's purchased more fields and things like that. So he's expanded. But he does everything he needs to do on the farm. And so, but when my dad passed away, basically, I got the farmhouse. That was my deal. My mom didn't want anything to do with it, so I actually live on the farm still. So technically, it's pretty funny. So when I say I have to be, like I get up at 4:30, I have to be. It's literally walking from like my living room, throw my shoes on, and then it's like probably maybe 200 feet to the milking barn. So I most of the time walk in there half asleep. So it's like,
right.
Yeah, thanks.
Wow, we have really sped things up for us on this.
Well, you're not, when you're getting rid of like 3 or 4 whole steps. Well, it was only a couple, but. And if you noticed,
it seems like a lot.
It does. We're almost done. Once you seed this field's done. I can actually go down and start liming the cornfield.
Yeah, because you got all the corn harvested, right?
Yep, and all the bales already up off of it.
Wow.
Yep, that
we flew today. Holy crap.
The 24 bale thing is huge. When I only had the 8, I was literally like, it was only a couple. It was always a couple of trips.
Right.
If not more. Now I get it all. I got actually both fields. I could have got both fields in one run. Don't let me forget to shut this off. I don't want to lime over your freshly painted grass here. Oh. My granddaughter said that to me today. She says, how come when you play Farm Sim, it technically looks like you're painting the grass? I said, because technically you are, I think. I don't know how that works, but...
Right.
Man, yeah, we're almost literally, you're seeding already. You believe that? Now, you'll probably use more seed or more fertilizer than you used to. Because remember, we were using slurry, but...
Well, we'll see. I've started at 75%, so we'll see what I'm doing.
Talking about that whole truck thing, I mean, we even have big trucks that come and get our excess slurry and manure to take them away.
Uh-huh.
So everything. You're right. I think you're 100% right. Name one thing in your house that wasn't originally on at least one truck. Mm-hmm. I mean, you may have bought it from a store and taken it home yourself, but it got to the store on a truck.
Right.
It went from the factory to the warehouse on a truck. So trucks run our nation, and I love it. I always try to give the truckers and the, utility workers and those guys, it's hard work. You don't realize how hard it is to make sure everybody in a community has electric. It's not just as hard. It's not just as easy as I'm just going to collect money like people think it is. It's an actual business.
I think the worst part of driving truck, though, it's the boredom.
Yep. I couldn't do it. I just know a lot of people say the same thing about farming, though. Right. when you're on a field and you're seeding it 3.5 miles an hour and you've got 200 acres to do, you're like, oh. But what do you think I've fallen asleep for and seeded a whole field without a seeder connected? I've done that before. I'm telling you, I've done. I actually had it on video. One of these years I should upload that. That'd be great.
Or at least send it to me. I'd love to see it.
Yeah? Watch me just an idiot. The look of horror on my face when I realized that. Crash counter. That was a crash counter for me, though. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start liming, which reminds me, where are you at? You're seeding. I want to see what the precision is. Perfect. 140 out of 140. And 7 out of 7. Cool. So we're perfect again. The only thing I'm concerned about...
ready to jump out and look at that.
Now, we are finding guys and gals, and because we have some girls on the channel, so we have to say guys and gals. We are... See, in certain areas, you guys see how this was like 89% yield potential? And yet, over here, Gutterball's getting 123, 124. Because we think... We're going to do some testing on it. We think that every so many harvests, they want you to cultivate in the ground or plow, one of the two. I think. We're going to do some research off camera a little bit. Maybe I'll shoot Wisconsin Farmer a message and see if he knows about that. But it does make sense. And how come when you get done like harvesting sorghum, it looks like you still got to harvest it?
I know.
It's crazy.
First time I ever grew it,
yeah,
I was like, okay, now do I cut it and maybe be able to bale it? Well, no, that didn't work.
And you know what's funny is I never even did sorghum until we started the Two Brothers series.
Right.
Nice.
I tried it once and I thought it was a waste, but it ain't.
Now, in my house, well, on the farm that I work, we don't lime at all. We have what's called the co-op comes and does the lime. And they pay them a certain amount. That's the way my dad always did it. That's the way John does it. It's just something in my local...
farmers out here do it too.
You know, that's what we call it. I don't know the technical term, but we have always called it the co-op.
That's what we call it.
Yeah, they come and they take the soil samples and stuff like that. They do all that stuff themselves. And they determine how much nitrogen, how much pH level you use in the farming. And all of our slurry spreaders and manure spreaders are so modern that they all tell you exactly on it how much is being put down, how much is being spread. And so precision farming, guys, is so real in real life. Like it is, you guys have no idea because it's always a science. You know, I always, my dad used to tell me all the time that farmers could technically be scientists because of how much they learn, you know, about soil and the consistency of dirt and how deep you're cultivating, all that stuff. It's absolutely fascinating.
Now, see, over here in Ohio, they are not allowed to use slurry tanks anymore. They have to use that, like here, the pumps and hoses thing.
Yeah, we had to switch to that too. And so basically we stopped slurry spreading. And now we basically just manure spread. Because the pumps and hoses would have cost him an arm and a leg to upgrade it.
Yeah.
Because he had the old slurry injectors, which was, they were so outdated, but they worked. I mean, then again, the manure spreader isn't very, in my opinion, it's like ancient.
All right, I got to look at this plant. I cannot get this thing to go under 16 mile an hour with cruise control. No matter what I do, that's too fast for me.
Just be like, Fury, I'm done. I don't know what you're waiting on.
I feel like I'm driving down the highway.
I know. It's crazy. We got about a half an hour, brother, in game. Just to keep it letting you know.
Alrighty.
I just happened to
20
look
minutes,
up.
that way we can start putting our stuff away.
Because what we're going to try to do, guys, is we're going to try to start putting our stuff away at the end of the episode, because I came on today and it was like a harvester in a field. There was a baler just sitting in the middle of the road. Like we stopped and just left. It's hilarious.
And we have been doing that, and so we're going to try to take it back to kind of a little more realism.
Yep. You know, it's as much as I would love to bring back full realism, for a video game and a content creator, it is a pain to make it, because not many people want to watch somebody harvesting it 3 miles an hour or plowing it, a mile, a mile and a half an hour. It's like, I don't even like doing it, let alone watching it. So I feel your guys' pain. So what we try to do here is we try to have, at least on this series, 1 episode per game month. And then we get done what we can, and we go on to the next month. Because there is 2 of us. That's why we decided to. But if we were by ourselves, we'd probably have a couple, 2 or 3 episodes per game month.
Right.
What time did you want us to stop at 20 of? Or
Yeah, we can do that.
okay. So I might have time to do one more pass, or at least get this bottom base field done.
Yeah, that's what I figure. I'll do another up and down, and then I'll call it.
But remind me to make sure this time that I at least keep the clock ticking when I go to the next day, because we lost a lot of money that one time in milk and all that stuff. Because if you go to sleep, guys, and you shut your timer off and you forget, like Fury does a lot of times, you will lose all of your milk sales because it won't sell. It's like the time's not moving. It's crazy.
Right. Oh, don't forget to make that loan payment, too.
Oh, yeah. Let me do that real quick. I want to show you these guys on camera that we're actually bouncing this down. All right. Loan payment time. How much am I paying off? You want me to leave us 40 and pay off 200,000? Yep. Or do you want me to go, yep. Let me go 220, and it'll leave us 20,000, which will get us under 400,000. So, right? Because if I go 220, will give us right down to $200,000 loan. So,
oh man,
I know you guys don't realize
we can have that paid.
I'll leave us $20,000. There we go. 200,000. So, for all of you guys who are new, at one point we had $746,000 loan. And you can see on the screen of all the reds. Land purchases, property maintenance, everything. Like in the month of January, we were minus $128,000. Then we made money in February, lost money in March. And the last 2 months, April and May, we've made money. We've been positive. So we are ready. I believe that $500,000 in loans that we've already paid off. That is awesome. I'm going to head out.
That was a big hill to climb there.
Yeah.
That's 700 and some thousand.
So as easy as, I will say this, as easy it is to take a loan and buy all the fancy dancy equipment you got, it's a pain to pay it back when you're doing it realistic or as realistic. Like we've done it from egg sales, milk sales, the things that we've sold around the farm, extra piece of equipment, anything that's not tied down, we've sold. Pretty much.
If
it's, and you just got to do what you got to do.
Oh, yeah, and we forgot to tell you guys, the sugar beets are all gone, so we did sell that sugar factory.
Yep. I will come back to this after we are done. I'm going to put my equipment away, and then it'll be ready to go. I'm going to let him do a couple more passes. Oh.
Yeah. I'm actually going to leave this right here because I'll finish plant before we go the next day.
Yep. That's why I kind of parked it here, but I'm going to grab the lime spreader again so that I can finish it while you're finishing seeding. Because I will tell you guys one thing, when you're playing one-day months, if you seed and then go to the next day, it'll be 2 different growth stages.
Uh-huh.
And I'll show you what I mean real quick. This is what happens. You see this little corner of this field? This is what happens when Fury goes to the next day and doesn't finish seeding. This little thing here, it's seeded now, but it's been done the next day. So half of our field will be done in 2 months, and half of it will be done in 3. It's like... That's why I always say to everybody when I'm like teaching or whatever, like on the farm, like a lot of times we'll get farm hands and stuff and I'll be spending time teaching. Hindsight for me is now 50-50. And even though it's supposed to be 20-20, everything I've learned in my life, it's now 50-50 because you learn so much. Learn. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. Now we got about 15 minutes. We're okay. You can actually keep going for a little bit, and I'll come and meet you. because we don't stop until 11 o'clock. And you might actually have that seated by then.
Be close.
I could have gone and done a couple more passes with the line, but... So, I am noticing, like I said, the yield potential is going down. We're only at 89% now.
I bet you we got to buy soil samples. I bet you.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Which reminds me, we always show you guys, too, on camera. What our precision farming... Oh, we're up to 65 now on precision score. When we went the first couple of 2 or 3 months, we were so messed up on our soils. It was crazy. Yeah. We were getting negative numbers and everything. But this is our map, so you guys can see it from above. Many of you know this map. Many of you played on this. Like I think Bart put 6 or 7 years in it, didn't he? I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and I think Cranky's played on it. Big A's playing on it. There's a bunch of you guys now playing on it because you watched us do this, and I love that. That means the world to me that when somebody's taken something that we've done, you and I have created, and they're like, oh, I want to play that map. That's cool. And they are. So I think, what's Bill got working on? Bill is doing something with his PS4, PS5, right? Because he bought a new one.
Yeah.
So he was starting a new farm. Bart's now on Old Stream Farm. I don't know what Christopher's on because I don't think he ever mentioned it. Grizzly's on Mr. Thornton's farm, yeah. Thornton Revamp. What else have people got on? Big A's on Under the Mounts, I think that's the name of the map. Between the Mounts, and he's also doing this map, St. Cali. So... Who else is on there? Cranky, I don't know what he's on because he didn't tell me yet, but I know he's played on this map. So Cranky, when you read this, when you listen to this, let us know in the comment what map you're on so that I can let people know. I
don't remember what he put.
I know it's a map that I've heard of before.
Right.
And I'm not sure his play style. I don't know if he likes big farming, little farming, but I think he likes the little farming like we do. I don't think he likes too big. Anybody else that you know of that are playing on different maps that I forgot?
Diane's one I need to hear from. I
heard from her. Oh, she just left a comment. She left a comment. I saw it this morning saying something about... Oh, she commented on my new series that I had started, and she wanted me to leave the cell point, the firewood cell point next to it. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she'll come. I'm sure she watches them all because she's an immediate family member. So.
You're right.
When I know they're immediate family members, which is the 99 cents that Gutterball mentioned earlier today, when you're an immediate family member, we don't worry about you as much because you're part of the family at that point. I mean, you're all part of the family, but I'm not like the inner family, the inner sanctum, we call it. And the people that I mentioned are family members, like immediate family members. So. We try to shout them out as much as we can. But enough of that. We did it. We made it through episode 32. We had a blast doing it as usual. So let me say my thing. Send it over to Gutterball. He says his thing. We end it. And I always let him have the last word because this is a... hi, Gutterball. This is a democracy. It is an all my channel. It is all his channel. Or shall we say series. And on that note... Please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury and Gutterball drop a video. I keep adding more and more to that part of it. Be sure to enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you are watching this. I always take a few seconds and stop time just so we can continue to say our goodbyes. And please, 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 I love you all, and I will see you on the flip side. I will turn it over to Gutterball. He always says the last words, and then we ride off into the sunset together. Take it away, brother.
All right. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video. And like he said, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit that like button. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family, and please, if anybody around you needs a helping hand, help them out. we will see you guys on the next one. And
oh, and that's it. It just
Fall
you
asleep
just
there?
kind of no. I was listening, and then you kind of stopped. I was like, wait, hang on a second. So we will see you guys. For us, it'll be right back here tomorrow. For you guys, it will be Wednesday. So Two Brothers Farming drops on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then Friday will be Fury's personal Let's Play. So keep that posted. I'll start posting a schedule, and you guys can get used to it. And on that note, I will catch you all on the flip side.